First game of the day is there, and we have ACCM with Sicilian, Fish with the Byzantines, and hopefully with no more problems, and we can start and enjoy. There you go. Game number 1 with this second day. Fish and ACCM, ACCM versus Fish, Byzantines and Sicilians with me, Nova Amigo. What we can expect with those civilizations? What do you think?
Well, first off, I think I'm going to be liking Sicilians over here quite a bit because the potential for Obu, which is a fantastic unit, potentially against trash units, but also because Sicilians are not going to be quite as affected by bonus damage from other units, online units. So Byzantines who get a discount for skirmishers, for spearmen, and for camel line units, all of which are going to be countering other units, will not really be quite as effective against Sicilian units. So I think that's very, very important as well to keep in mind.
Okay. Did you say Obuch? Because Obuch is for Poles, man. I'm gonna kill you, man.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna kill you.
You're
No
yeah,
problem.
Sorry,
No problem. No problem.
The sergeant.
anyway, it's pretty much the same because it's an infantry one, and honestly, it's pretty much the same. Anyway, Byzantines and Sicilians, as you can say, would you imagine that we could say it not so long ago that Sicilians is favored against the Byzantines? Sicilian has become so powerful civilization.
Yeah, but the interesting thing as well is that it hasn't really changed too much, and it's mostly about the players figuring them out, right? Which also kind of gives me hope for some of the newer civilizations as well, which we haven't really seen Poles being used quite a lot and being used in different contexts. And seeing how Sicilians have evolved into the game meta actually gives me hope for those two new civilizations to see, potentially the different strategies and stuff that we haven't seen before from them.
Okay, I'm gonna check now Nova the map for Fish. Fish, red in the north. He has one wood at the back, birds at the back, another wood at the back. The goal is a little bit exposed forward on a side. In top of that hill, in front is kind of open, but with several wood as well. Yeah, the goal, but it's not a terrible map, but well, it's okay. What do you think then about ACCM map?
Well, ACCM's got 2 wood lines on the back as well, but he's got the main goal kind of exposed. It's more to the side, but it's also kind of facing Fish's base, so that's unfortunate. And ACCM was trying to get the Rhino, by the way, but he had to go for a house because he was trying to micro on the left-hand side where Fish was actually pushing the Ostrich away from ACCM's TC.
Yeah, okay. Well, the maps, if you notice, are quite similar, honestly, with 2 wood lines, 3, 4, one with the Oasis, another with the Oasis as well in the other side. It's true that the berries one is at the back, which is always better, not super exposed, and he's already working with the walls. Most of the players have said in the interviews that they like the map, that is aggressive. We didn't see a lot of walls here, but we see already ACCM working already with the walls. Is scared about Fish aggression, but Fish is also walling a little bit in the wood. Well, he's walling quite a lot, Mr. Nova.
Yeah, both players super cautious. I think over here I'm liking Fish's scouting a little bit better, and he's got a free hit on ACCM scout as well, so it's gonna be fine over here as long as he pays attention to the scout. And he's going for some more information right now. He should have a pretty good idea where the TC is, so I feel like this is a little bit risky where he's going right now. I think ACCM could probably have tried to go for a gate or something over there. That could have been the end of the scout for Fish.
Yeah, well, he didn't do anything, and he kept going, but now, ACCM also getting inside and gathering information, both pretty standard. Yesterday we got a lot of action from minute 8, 9. I believe it's going to happen too. And also, we have to remind people that we are in the new patch. That means the walls are more expensive. So all the wood line that all the wood that you are going to spend, it might cost you, if you are not able to wall, it's going to put you really, really behind, Mr. Nova.
Absolutely. One thing that I'm really excited about the new patch as well is the buff to infantry. And you know what? That's also something that I really look forward to seeing Vikings for, because now they get stronger infantry from the get-go. It's 20% stronger right away as opposed to a staggered bonus. But for these civilizations, do you remember there was a buff for sergeants, for Sicilians? I don't remember there was any, right?
I don't remember. I don't think they should, because they are already okay, I will say. Yeah. And also with the First Crusade, come on, like this civilization don't need any buff. What I know is that, for example, Hera has said that the actual Vikings are stronger than before. Do you agree with that?
I think so, yeah, because I think removing Thumbring isn't really going to affect their archer play too much. Because one thing the Vikings do really well is just play the standing game and get ahead, go up to the Imperial Age sooner, and go for Arbalister. Not having Thumbring is not really going to make that any less deadlier, you know? Like, I think just getting to the Imperial Age faster and getting Arbalister alone is enough. So yeah, I think the buff for infantry for Vikings specifically does make it overall stronger. Or at the very least, it does make it a lot more versatile.
Okay, okay, we will see. But now we need to focus. We see already the barrack for Fish. He has the goal, and he's gonna go arches, I believe, because he's doing late barrack. So arches, and we see a stable. I love to see with Sicilians. I love to see a scout. Gotta tell you, Mr. Nova.
Yeah, well, Fish, when he gets to the Fuel Age and starts going, if he goes for Spearmen over here, those are not going to be quite as effective against ACCMs, right? The thing is,
Exactly.
if Fish ends up walling the wool line over there on the back and also the berries, I think he should be safe. So, yeah, the scouts could be very pricey over there. We're going to see what players can do with their units.
But the problem here is that if Sicilian is going full scout and then you do one archery range with few skirmishers, that's it. I mean, how do you counter that? The arch is not going to be really effective. The scouts are really strong. The spears, as you said, doing half the damage to the scouts. And Sicilians is so powerful. You know, I really expect a lot of people banning Sicilians from now on, honestly.
Yeah, I think that makes sense for sure. We see 2 scouts over here from ACCM 4 already, but he's got 3. And he has not queued a 4th one. I think he's gonna wait until he gets... Well, he doesn't have the resource right now, but I think it's wise to wait before going for more units to see if he can find an opening.
Okay. Well, let's see what is going to happen. For now, we see the 3 scouts coming. It's not easy to wall, but if you make a good effort, Nova, you can see how Fish is a good architecture, man. It's walling absolutely everything, man.
Yeah, well, I guess if you just put enough effort, you can have a DIY arena on every map, right?
Yeah.
Just go for a square of walls, right?
but you can see that he's doing the scout. Obviously, even if the spears are not as effective, they are always dangerous. Still, you are spending a lot of resources, and you are not doing damage to your opponent. And your opponent is already with 4 villages taking the deers or the severance. So that's like a free food completely, and it's not really exposed either.
What's up?
Where? Oh, I see the blood. He took a village already, and now gonna take another.
Yeah. He's getting it.
With some micro, we'll take it. Yeah. And look how the spear almost took what 10 HP. That's so little, and it was like 2 spears there. I mean, it's worthy. 2 villages for 1 scout. I take it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So he's gonna try to go for another one over here. I think he can get it, but he will end up. Yeah, he sacrificed the scout, so he just goes away instead. Yeah, that's wise.
Okay. Well, the problem here is that he's not attacking ACCM. ACCM is still not wall. He's still open. But as I told you, you see what he has already? 1 archery range with 3 skirmishes. How he make damage now? And now this is gonna be another villain? No, he's not doing, but he's being so annoying. Like this, ACCM economy is gonna be on point, Nova.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm taking a look at the gathering economy so far this game, and it's looking very similar. But this disruption has certainly come at a huge price, of course. For Fish, rather, he's going to end up falling behind very soon, I'm pretty sure. And also because of all the extra resources he's been spending into defense over here, so far he's been able to think a single scout.
Okay. By the way, I want to tell you, I didn't talk to you, so I'm gonna maybe you are not gonna be ready, but if you want, we're gonna interview the winner together. I have a scene for that, so if you think about some interesting questions, just be ready because we're gonna make the interview together, and then we can ask a couple of things together to the winner, and it's gonna be nice because always 2 can think of many things, and you can make some interviews, and then the viewers we have different opinions to take in consideration. But man, look at the damage ACCM has done already, and he keep him on his base completely. When you are going for archers, you don't want to chase those all the time. Why he's not sending the archers already forward? Try to make some damage. Just keep the spears there. I don't understand it.
Right. Yeah, he's trying to go for right now, but I think the damage has been done. You take a look at resources, and ACCM is going to be on his way to the Castle Age already very soon. Fish might be able to go up as well, but ACCM has taken 2 villagers, and yeah, it's done so much more damage compared to Fish for sure.
Okay.
Take a look at the idle TC time too.
Yeah, and check the economy, exactly. 44 seconds idle TC, economy is about to go up, and then in Castle, well, it's true that the economy for Fish economy is quite solid, like he can go up soon, but look at ACCM, he's on the way to Castle Edge, and this is 17 minutes, so he's gonna be in Castle Edge before 20 minutes, Nova.
Yeah, for sure. And I love that he's trying to expand the walls over to the left-hand side as well. Check that out. Where do you think he's going to connect the walls to?
He's going to Argentina. He's going there, yeah.
Let me check
La
out
Pampa,
the window.
you know.
Oh yeah, there he is.
He's there, right? I mean, he's there.
Yeah.
He's there. I'm telling you, it wasn't a joke. Okay, but he's going very far. 9 villas on goal, double stable, archery range, and it's fully well. The good thing here is you can spam camels very cheap, but the camels also don't have the same bonus against the knights from Sicilians. I don't think that the camels are gonna trade good against those knights. What do you think?
No, they won't. Camels as they are, without having the bonus damage nerf, they are not really that much of a hard counter to knights. Like if you have like a 50% larger amount of knights, or maybe like even a 25-30% larger amount of knights, you actually take pretty decent fights. With only having half the bonus damage, those camels are gonna be doing nothing. But he's going for the double stable, so he's gonna be going for that. And ACCM, let's see if he will realize. I don't think he can scout those now, can he?
No. No,
Nah.
he didn't. He didn't. But they are so cheap. I mean, the camels are so cheap. That's the good thing. You can spam camel forever. You might want to see with Byzantines, still can be dangerous. I mean, I will go, I don't know, well, crossbows and camels, you have to make a good amount of army. And right now, ACCM has no army, 0. Chain Bardin armor, okay, but 0 army. Fish is gonna make crossbows in 20 seconds and we'll go camels. What you will do, if I was him, I would go 1TC for a while with Byzantines.
I think so too. Yeah, you made a really good point with the units being cheaper. That is going to be the thing going for him. So you certainly don't want to jeopardize that by going for a lot of extra TCs, especially if you have already taken losses and you are going up to the Castle Edge later. I think the win condition for him is going to be a good army mass.
Okay, he's doing a town center. He's not doing the strategy we thought.
Right.
He's doing extra TC. Well, it's also true that you can add the extra TC, Nova, and still also do army. And he's doing husbandry, he's spamming camels from both stables, and I feel that ACCM is not confident at all. He's favorite against Fish. Fish obviously can probably feel a little bit nervous. Main event is the first time ever that we see him. He knows that there's webcam, so I'm sure that they are nervous. Well, I know that they are, and maybe for that they are not playing. Oh my god, it's a hole there. Okay, but he reacts very fast. And we have the camels already trying to hold. But how those camels are going to work with Knights +2? Let's see.
They are not, man. They are not. Take a look at how they get melted. Oh boy.
Yeah, because he got a lot of archers and more camels, but he was taking already 1 camel and second was almost dead. He killed a villager.
Yeah.
Imagine if he got more knights, Nova.
Oh yeah. We're probably going to see more in the future. But interestingly enough, actually, you know what? ACCM is going for the 30C and so is Fish. So maybe both players are just gonna try to throw this one up and play for Imp. Do you want to take this one to Imp?
Oof. Well, Byzantines in Imp, I don't think they are that terrible. I think they should be okay against Sicilians. Obviously, they have that bonus, but Byzantines got everything. If you think about,
Yeah.
they have everything. Like, not the best units in camels, not fully upgraded, no bloodlines, but they have everything, actually. They have halberdiers, they have hussars, they have arbalests. They got everything they need. So, I mean, I don't know. And you will know also how Byzantines works with cheaper going up to Imperial as well. And the timing, the momentum, it's always very important, Nova.
Yeah, timing is crucial. I think I probably personally favor Sicilians like early in, but Byzantines, the later the game goes, I feel I would probably give him the edge for sure. But now Fish is coming here. He's got a lot of archers. He's not upgraded these to crossbows just yet. He's not upgraded the spearmen to pikemen just yet. He's got mostly camels over here. And it seems like he's gonna split his army and send the archers back. If he goes forward on the left-hand side, he should be able to find the opening. But I don't think he'll be able to do too much damage. As ACCM is going for the 4th TC, man. He's going for the 4th TC.
Oh my god, I wouldn't be surprised to see First Crusade in Castle. Did you mind that? Ha!
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Well,
yeah. He's
maybe,
taking
I mean,
zone.
he is probably going to do that. He has 6 villas on stone, 4 on center. I mean, they are going for a lot of farming, trying to raiding with the camels is kind of, not gonna do too much. But
Yeah.
well, you can be annoying and maybe disturb a little bit the economy, Nova.
Ah, man, I really wish that he had at the very least chain bar armor, because these counts are just going to melt to TCs. Especially around this area where he's got like 3 TCs together, it's going to be like a Bermuda Triangle for those units.
Yeah, he cannot really raid at all.
Mhm.
And well, the good thing here is if he's still doing army, a few monks, collect the relics, 3 TCs, he can have a really smooth transition to Imperial. And you can still do an army, but he need to do the army. And for now, it seems that he's focusing more on the boom. He's still 6 villages behind, obviously, and even more now that he's gonna have 4 ton centers.
Yeah, I think ACCM over here, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one clicking up, because he does have a much stronger economy for a little while. He's had wheelbarrow for a while. He's had more food workers, so he's spending more into villagers for sure. But that's going to start paying off very soon as well with more food.
Okay, the game is still a little bit, well, they are more like for the booming approach, maybe not trying to get any risk. I'm surprised that he didn't make the crossbows. Actually, if you combine crossbows and camels can be obviously better, but those knights, oh my god, those knights are gonna make a massacre in those archers, that's for sure.
Yeah, that should be getting cleaned up. Do you expect this gameplay style to remain throughout the rest of the series, or do you expect players to try and be a little bit more all-in, a little bit more aggressive in the feudal castle age, maybe?
I mean, it's the first game, and I insist. It's more like about, oh, I don't want to lose, I don't want to take the risk. It's true that how you go super aggressive against Sicilians? Like, you cannot really. And now Fizz is playing, in my opinion, the right gameplay. He cannot really commit too much. I mean, you cannot raid with his army, and with the amount of knights he has, he got the monks, and he's now spamming more camels, which I like it. Trying to avoid that he's coming aggressive. Now he's doing chain bard in armor. He's going to probably now convert the other camel. He's trying to kill the monks. Probably it's not worthy that... okay, he's going to convert to knights. No, he's not converting anything. Oh well, 1. But he lost 2 monks. I'm gonna lose a 3rd. So who is taking a better trade? Obviously, ACCM.
Here comes, man. This is the big engagement. He's going for the hill right now. He's trying to take it. He's going against the camels.
He's gonna lose the camels, man. Or not.
I think, yeah, take a look at the H people. Take a look at the death count for each army.
Oh my god! I mean, when you see the knights working like this against the camels, not too many times, the score is just exploding, and ACCM is just taking a brutal fight, and he's coming for a castle forward on his face, Mr. Nova. Let's go, Nova.
He's going, yeah, he's going for it. He's going to be denying the stone over there. Do we have any other stones for Fish? Actually, he does have enough to go for a counter castle, so he could react to this one. We'll see if he can do it. But with all these knights over here, man, I don't think a counter castle would actually come up at all.
Well, he should do it already. I mean, when you see this amount of army and you have 750 stone, you have to do the castle. If you are not doing, you know why he's not doing? He's panic. Man, the castle is even more aggressive. That's a disrespectful castle, Nova. In your face.
That's a get out of my game castle over here coming up. And well, we see Fish trying to go for the counter castle, but that's the army that we were talking about.
Yeah, it's not happening. He has 3 monks. He has the knight. Those knights are gonna eat the camels for breakfast. Nova, look how they are eating the camels for breakfast. I'm telling you. And it's +2/+2. Ha!
Oh, bro.
Incredible.
They're gonna be doing the breakfast that I did not do yet. Oh, man.
Are you blaming me because I made you come too early?
No.
It was that?
No,
GG
no,
call,
no.
man. You were talking about the
call.
breakfast because it was time to talk about the food. ACCM and Sicilians, total domination. I mean, where's the camels, by the way? Can you tell me? Because I don't see the camels. Nova, where's the camels? It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, destroyed everything. I'm telling you, these Sicilians, they will have to be banned. They are so good, man.
They are amazing. And well, I don't know. Do you want to go through the achievements? Is there anything you'd like to remark?
There.
Okay.
Go. You can do it.
Okay, yeah. So KD over there is pretty good. It's a little bit better than 5-2 in favor of ACCM, and also, you know, a much better KD than it probably should have been, given that Fish was going for counter units, but just the camels from Byzantines are not going to work as well against Sicilians. No camels will work that well against Sicilians, honestly. And yeah, even Army High much better for ACCM, 33-22. If we take a look at total versus current, well, you can see over there it's going to be a reflection of
Well,
military KD. Yeah.
yeah. And now the economy also better. The technology, the timing was a little bit fast in Castle, not a big deal there. And already 20 is more solid play. ACCM didn't take any risk because he saw, as you said in the start, Sicilians were better and he knew that it was better and he took the advantage. And why to take a risk? He played safe, avoiding that he was coming forward, and that's it. And now we can jump into game number 2.
Hopefully. Is it here?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is ACCM and Fish. We have Indians and Magyars. Hopefully, guys, now everything is all right. And what do you think, Mr. Nova, about this civilization matchup? Indians and Magyars. Kinda, well, I would say a little bit counter here from Indians. Not a bad one, in my opinion, to have Indians against Magyars.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I think it's going to be kind of like what we were expecting. Fish is going to try to be more aggressive and definitely shake things up over here. As you were saying, and I also do agree with that, if you're, on the back foot, or you are expected to be probably the underdog in the series, going standard is not going to do you any good. So he needs to go full aggressive over here, and he needs to do damage in the field age. He needs to do damage before we get access to camels for Indians. That's going to be something Magyars will struggle against, especially with Indians getting extra Pierce armor in the castle age. Camels are going to be even much more viable against even cavalry archers from Magyars compared to camels from any other civilization, for instance.
Really so good. Anyway, we will talk about those. Let's check now the maps. And what do you think about Fish map, Mr. Nova?
So Fish, he's got the main goal north, and it's on a slope. I have noticed that sometimes, depending on the generation, some of your resources are going to be on the hills. We can see that being the case also for the main stone. So he needs to protect the right-hand side, probably with some walls from the right-hand side wood over to the back edge of the map. And then on the left-hand side, to protect that goal, he can go for a wall from the wood line that's got the elephant over here towards the top, the northwest side of the map as well. It'll be a little bit harder to defend. Maybe if you went for a few houses instead of palisades at the very, end of the wall, that would give him more reaction time in case he got pushed away earlier. But yeah, it's going to be also a little bit more time-consuming and pricier now that the walls are a little bit more expensive to go for. It seems like he's going to go for walls from the back wood line to the right-hand side wood line. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we have seen also that if you go now in many times, those houses are going to die with that -2 armor in Dark Age and -1 in Feudal Age. So I don't know. Both are doing the same. Both are doing houses in different positions, as you can see. And Nova, 3 villages on wood. He's gonna go scout again in ACCM. Scout again Magyars. It's kinda tricky, no?
Yeah, I think it is. Well, I'm liking Magyars a little bit better in the field age because of the discount and free forging. You're going to be saving some resources for sure with Indians, getting a discount in villagers. So that's probably going to allow you to get maybe the upgrades in without having your economy impacted as much. But it's still not going to be quite as good as having it for free, especially when you have a discount on scouts as well for Magyars. What do you think about ACCM's map generation against potential Magyar push?
That's why if he was exploring, look at that goal. If you go aggressive, it's true that he can, where he made the Lamborghini, he can wall till the edge of the map and protect that secondary goal. I will go for that secondary goal even if he's far from the TC, obviously with some small walls, but that goal is risky. I really think people underestimate a lot the potential men at arms from Magyars. With the +1 attack, they can be very, very strong, Nova.
Yeah, that's a fair point. We can see ACCM is going for the walls. Once again, yeah, I have seen this a few times already. He's going for the walls on the back first, and now he's going for the walls towards the south. I'm not really sure if he hadn't scouted that area yet or what the reason was, but yeah, he should be fairly safe in about 5 minutes, I think. If nothing happens from Fish until that point, I think ACCM is going to be fine.
You know what I feel? I feel that ACCM knows pretty well Fish, much better than you and me, and probably most of the viewers. And I'm telling this because this kind of wall gameplay that ACCM is doing, against the gameplay we saw yesterday, it wouldn't work. Nova. Yesterday, at that point, they were coming all the time, almost with the militias already on the way. With 2 militias, 3 militias will be caught. Those wouldn't be able to wall, and then you are in a snowball game already.
I think so. So, do you think maybe the players now saw the games from yesterday, saw the series from yesterday, or maybe they spent
probably they did, but my point here is like ACCM knows exactly how Fish play, and that's why he's walling. Like he probably know that he's gonna play like this, kind of more standard and not being aggressive in early games, and then you can wall. Because if you don't know well what your opponent is going to do and so on, of course you will try to wall, but it's more expensive, it's time consuming, you don't have the resources, and if you come aggressive early game, you are in a big problem. Because the plies and this map, it punishes you. It really punishes you. It's true that Nova, the previous game and this one, this is a generation a little bit more open, but it's still with 1, 2, 3, 4 woodlands and no ponds. This generation with 2 woodlands and 3 as well. And in those one, I want to see if he's able to wall.
Oh yeah, of course. He's getting away with it for the time being. He's got the barracks and the stable coming up. He went up a little bit sooner as well on 18 villagers, so he'll get the first scout out a little bit faster. However, the defender's advantage for Fish should allow him to stay head-to-head.
Yeah, but now... Well, that's great for ACCM. You kill the first scout from a here that is +1 attack, and you get the fight. It's amazing, Nova.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We have a stable already up for Fish as well, so now he's going to start going for scouts. So that kind of evened the waters out a little bit. Of course, ACCM's remaining scout over here is a little bit lower HP, well, significantly lower HP, so he cannot do anything, but just getting some scouting information can be valuable. Like right now, he's spotting the walls, right? If he realizes that that Fish is going to be completely walled very soon, then he's probably not going to opt to go for... Yeah, you see, he's not going for the 3rd or 4th scout. Right now, he doesn't have the resources, but also going for those would be risky with the walls already coming up.
Well, they're walling, man. I mean, just look how different are the players. Yesterday, we didn't see this gameplay in a single game. And now, look at the arena walls they are doing. And this shouldn't be possible to happen, you know? If you go aggressive, a little bit aggressive, you destroy your opponent. I mean, a Minotaur gameplay here, they are... Now, I don't say GG, but they are in a big problem. And, well, this is the magic of the map, and also the players. Every player is completely different. But play like this, I insist. Big problems against all the players in this one.
I do agree. I just can't help but think of what it would have been like if, if Fish had come forward with Minotaurs maybe and a few villagers, dropped a tower next to the main goal, and then just tried to work his way towards the secondary goal. All of a sudden, ACCM doesn't have resources anymore, and, it's game over like, what, 10 minutes into the game, 13 minutes into the game? And, it's looking significantly different than that. And I'm really sure this is going to work, as you're saying, against other players. So I'm very curious to see in the rest of the series if they will go for something else. Especially Fish, you're saying that ACCM knows his playstyle.
Yeah, I feel this is what happened here with ACCM. But then, if you play the same strategy, usually ACCM, the better player in this case, should have the advantage. Even more if he has Indians, because if you go full camels, what Magiars can do? Pikes? Because those camels kill everything, Nova.
Yeah.
Like, so, what'd you do?
You cannot do much. It should be fairly straightforward. ACCM, well, yeah, man, he's going for the houses over here, but he's just gonna be fine. He should be able to go up to the castle age. Both players are gonna be just racing to the castle age. Right now, ACCM's got a little bit more food. He does not have quite as many food workers, but he's having a few extra farms, so he's gonna be catching up too.
Okay, let's see those 4 scouts going around. I believe that the game is gonna go quite fast to Castle Age, Nova, because like this, they are not gonna do any damage. They will go for the blast bit, and then I wonder what Fish is gonna do. Knights, remember, they get +2 attack for free, or Cav Archers.
I feel like he should be going for Cav Archers. I feel like it's going to be more viable once you get a good mass of units. I feel like with Knights, especially if Indians go for Camels, right? You're gonna be fighting with the same numbers. It's gonna be favoring the Camels, of course. So I feel like our Archers will probably be the way to go.
Yeah,
What
the
do you
problem
think?
is yeah, I believe he's a better unit, but the problem is how. Okay, there's a pause. No, it was a small pause. The problem is that to pause that you have to. I don't know. You have to mass a lot of them. The knights get +2 attack for free. It's I think it's kind of weird, honestly. Like playing against Indians is really so complicated. What we want is, come on, go aggressive, man. The games yesterday were fantastic, and now they play arena. I can't believe it, man. Come on, go aggro. Well, the truth is, they don't care if he's gonna be more fun, more aggressive, or whatever. I really believe that ACCM feel like if I play like this, I will have big chances to qualify against Fizz, and you go to the group stage. And group stage, I mean, this single elimination is probably the match that everyone want at least to win. Because they in group stage, seems they are the big names there. That it's supposed to be there, the big names, because they can be always an upset, but it's not single elimination anymore. Like, you can lose one time and it still has chances to qualify, Nova.
Yeah, I do agree with that as well. ACCM is going up to the castle significantly faster. Fish, I think he was missing a billion over there because he got the... Yeah, he got the resources, but only now he's able to click up. That should put ACCM in a pretty good spot, going up faster with Indians. He can go for extra TCs. He can go for camel production as well. Are you expecting to see more of an eco approach over here from ACCM, or are you expecting him to be try to be more aggressive?
I think he can do both, because if you check the resources, look, already over 400 wood, and we still want many 30 seconds. Since he's going for a stable, how much wood he's gonna have when he reach Castle Age? He can drop 1 TC extra. Probably he's gonna make even a monastery or a siege workshop. I mean, whatever he wants. He will have a really good economy with Indians. I mean, Indians has a good economy thanks to that village discount. And since he didn't got any rate, he will have a better eco than Fizz, because Fizz, as you mentioned before, is doing triple archery range, and that means no wood to make extra TCs.
Absolutely. Well, man, Fish got all the eggs in one basket right now. The cavalry archer play does not work. ACCM takes this one, like, for sure. He should be getting ahead in economy, and yeah, the camels are going to be super strong as well to fight against camel archers as well. So I think the question over here is, will ACCM be able to hold on against the incoming pressure from Mr. Fish?
Yeah, well, let's see. He has the good army. Like, those camels are used fantastic. So, yeah, there's a lot of questions to do. Look at the food and the gold. This is also why I think, okay, cap archers, but with this amount of resources, how many knights he could do? Or how many knights combined with some pikes going forward with a siege workshop you could do in this map? Like, it has options, Machiars, as well. Because those pikes, I forgot to mention, those pikes will be right away +2 attack for free.
Yeah, that is true. It seems like he's gonna be sticking to cavalry archers only, though, and this could be predictable. ACCM does not have vision of the stables, but anyway, his unit is going to be good against no matter what Fish goes for, so he doesn't need to get the scouting going. He just needs to get a good amount of camels out, and he's producing already from 2 stables.
Yeah, those camels that got a special bonus against the buildings, they break them like if we're rams, so those are not gonna hold forever in the gate in the south either. And what we were talking, you were talking about the economy. Look at army from ACCM, Nova, 13 military, already 8 camels, and adding 2 extra town centers. If you think about that, in the first game, Sicilians great civilizations, and now Indians great civilization as well. For this matchup.
It feels to me like... Yeah, the ACCM seems to be reading Fish kind of like a book a little bit. And, Fish is not in the best spot, man. You don't want to be behind in Villager and Military. Right now, the lead for ACCM is fairly minor, but, with triple archer range production from the get-go in the Castle Age, you should be expecting to get ahead already. And ACCM's done a great job with military production on top of economy, too.
Yeah, he's doing great. And 3 TCs. You see what he did? He did the minimum. He did Bloodlines and Scale Barden Armor, not doing Chain Barden Armor. He's just doing more economy. Keep doing more and more economy. And still producing camels and not doing any damage. So they are going for maybe the big Castle Age play or just going for the Imperial. Seems he's wall completely. Both are wall completely. But the longer the game goes, the bigger the advantage is going to be for ACCM, because for now, Fish has 1 town center.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you cannot really break through the walls just yet. Would you have liked to see a 4 Siege Workshop, maybe?
From who?
From ACCM.
Well, he can do now whatever he wants. Seems he has those camels doing husbandry, even and has 3 TCs. If he can go forward and afford that, he could do the job. But the question is, does he need to do that? I don't think so.
I don't think so. He's taking stone quite heavily as well, so very soon he's gonna have enough for a castle. He could potentially try to increase pressure with that too.
Okay, he's trying to take more and more those cav arches. He's going back a little bit. He's gonna get the hill, and he's coming with the siege workshop. But instead of going forward, a little bit close to his base, and well, Mangonel, a few scorpions doing the job. I will buy a little bit of food and the wood, and then. Well, Chambered armor he should do as well. You need that +2 or +3 against the cav archers because it's starting to have some good amount of cav archers. If you noticed, the numbers starting to be, as you were mentioning before, good amount of cav archers for fish.
Yeah, I think with these guys, he needs about 26 or 27 cavalry archers to one-shot a fully upgraded Indian camel. But because we don't have Chambered armor over here, I think with 24 he one-shots. So if he gets past 12, he can two-shot already these camel units.
Okay, let's see what is gonna happen. He has only one scorpion. The camels is still there. Now the scorpion is gonna be trying to get some hits. It didn't. It's going back. It's starting to be a scary amount of cav archers, Nova. It's starting to be so many. 23 already, okay? 23 already, but be careful with the scorpions. Now...
Yeah.
Who need to send some siege? Maybe it's fish. I don't know because this is so many cav archers.
Yeah, well, the scorpions over here are pretty good, and he's gotten Chambered armor ACCM. That is, so now these counts are going to be a little bit more resilient too. Be careful with that.
Yeah, but still, well, he has no thumbering, he has no ballistic, still good amount of cav archers, 28, 17, only 2-tone centers. Now doing the university, ballistic will help a lot. Ballistic now will help a lot, and he's doing ballistic. Honestly, Nova, a 2 TC's gameplay here will be okay because doing cav archers you are not spending food. So imagine that Fish with this amount of cav archers is able to go for the Imperial Age faster than his opponent. Then maybe the game is gonna be different. Then we see a castle in front of that hill for ACCM. Who cares about that? Red Fish now has a lot of cav archers. He's ready in taking a villager, and he can avoid that castle. So resources with only 12 farmers, 700 food. I don't know, but be careful, Mr. ACCM, because this amount of cav archers can make you some damage. It's also true that now ACCM is adding more and more cam. It's difficult, man. I mean, he's doing what he has to do. He's adding another TC. I don't know. He's gonna be... Ooh, but now he's raiding with cav archers. This is what you have to do, raid. Not only the same spot. And another villager now. Whoa, he's taking more and more, Nova.
Yeah, exactly. He's got 2 groups of units, and now he's coming in through the north, man. He's coming in. The scorpion's out there, but I think he can just roam, bail from there, probably go over to the sides, try to find villages, but he's going back, and that was a great shot from the scorpion.
But maybe he could commit a little bit more. I mean, it's 2 scorpions, and he got there 20 cav archers. Don't you think that maybe being a little bit more greedy there could work?
Oh yeah. Just if you don't want to leave the spot open over there for a potential reroll, leave 1 cavalry archers, but then send the rest everywhere, because on the left hand side there were a lot of exposed villagers, and going back actually allowed ACCM to get much better shots with the scorpions while the red play was bailing.
Okay, let's see what is gonna happen. He has those cav archers in top of the hill in the middle of the map. The others at the back are just going around, but he has quite a lot. 30, no, 40 cav archers. Village difference is there for ACCM, but as we said, the resources are looking okay for Fish, and Fish is doing a good job. He got already 6 villages, over 0 villages. I like how he's playing with those cav archers, Nova.
Is that a... He's managed to keep the mass as well, and now it seems like he'll be able to go up to the Imperial Age. He's only 320 or 300 food away from it. He could potentially use the market and try to go up, but he's gotta be careful, man. He does not want to lose the cavalry archers over here.
Come on, be careful. Well, the good thing is that there is no ballistic on that castle, so he's not taking so much damage. But man, now don't lose those. Don't lose those, because this transition to Imperial, do you see what we were talking? He didn't have a lot of farmers, but how much food he used it? None, while all ACCM units are food. Yeah, the camels. He got Villiers discount, but and don't lose now those. He's gonna take the Scorpion. He need to go back. The resources are almost there. He need the buildings. But those camels are so tanky. Those camels are super, super tanky, Nova.
Oh boy, we don't have a market for fish. He could have gone out probably like a minute ago. Now he's bailing with the cavalry archers over there. The camels are chasing those away. I don't know if he'll be able to get away with the cavalry archers. We'll see. He might end up losing 1 or 2. But now he's going up to the Imperial Age, and he's got all the units out, man. I would probably like a little bit more patience from Fish over here. Try to regroup his army and keep it safe until he can go for all the upgrades in the Imperial Age.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. At least the one in the south, you don't want to lose both groups because being chased in the north is being chased in the north with each a problem. I mean, we're talking Nova. Oh, nice split there. Okay, good micro. Need to go back. I like a lot how he's playing. Listen, what? He's gonna go pikes now? Okay, well, Halbardiz, I can see that coming. He's okay, but those cav archers are the best cav archers in the game, I would say. For me, Machiars are the best cav archers in the game. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I agree. Recurbo is going to just put them on a whole another level. Now he's managed to, well, regroup this South army with the reinforcements. He's going to go after the Scorpions. I think should be able to take these, but he's got to be careful. The camels are coming here, and he gets pushed away again. But now he can finally regroup. Go back, man, and wait. Wait for the upgrades. There is no need to take an engagement right now.
Even more now that he's doing the thumbnail, as you can see, so many camels, so many cav archers as well. Just go for the TC. Just go to the TC, and in that TC with the cav archers, he shouldn't be able to kill. He's doing still a good job. I mean, the scores say that he's ahead, but now, these 2 minutes being in Imperial, it can do the job. He has almost the stone to make the castle, and please, make a damn market. Because that economy with 1,600 gold and 0 food is putting me on my nerves, Mr. Nova.
Oh, man.
Getting angry, man.
ACCM got a second castle already up, and now he's going to be adding some skirmishers into the mix. I don't know what Fish is going to be able to do over here. Even if he goes for the castle right now, I'm not really sure if he can get the castle up on time to even start getting trebuchets up before ACCM gets to the Imperial Age and is able to outproduce him for trebs if he doesn't end up going for the castle at all. If he doesn't go for it, then ACCM is going to be significantly ahead once he gets up.
Yeah, but don't go for the pikes now, dude. You don't have the resources. He needs to make all the upgrades. The upgrades in those cav archers are just amazing. The camels are doing the job, but the TC is there. I don't think he should go for that approach. ACCM, definitely not. Fish here is in a good position, but buy resources, please. 2,000 gold, Nova. 2,000 gold. You buy the resources, you need 1k, and then you make chemistry +3. Imagine if he's taking a good battle here, because he's not a terrible one, definitely not. Imagine with all the upgrades. I mean, with all the upgrades, he will have killed absolutely everything.
Absolutely, man. He needed the market 3 minutes ago, and unfortunately now he's going to be left on 14 cavalry archers forward, and he's making a switch to pikemen. And that's while ACCM is already going to be going for skirmishers himself.
Well, skirmishers is not scary at all, but the army composition, thinking about that, cav archers and Machiars Hussars, for example, they are amazing, but it's... I mean, oh, my eyes, man. When I see 2,500 gold, please, balance your economy. Well, if he balances his economy, he could have right now a scary army, honestly. But he's not doing. And ACCM has right now 133 villages. And with that economy, he can do what? Is this open? I think that's open. I mean, he's hitting the houses, but it's open. I mean, it's open in the other side. It's open completely, Nova. I mean, it's open all over, and he was hitting the houses. Seriously. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Good amount of villagers going down already. That definitely could have been a little bit worse if he had just come in right away. Now, the pikemen are going to be chasing those camels away, but I think ACCM should be able to keep on taking a few villagers over here. Just take advantage of the mobility of the camels that keep on outpacing these pikes.
Then my questions here is, why you go to Imperial? Now he has the halves. Now he's doing the half. But why you go to Imperial that fast if you are not going to upgrade anything to the Imperial Age? Like all those cav archers is still with Castle Age upgrades.
Yeah, I think after he took the poor engagement over there, he's just going to make a full switch to Halberdier right now. He's going for that upgrade, but I just don't think it's going to be enough, man. I think ACCM should be able to counter those fairly easily. He's got hand cannoneer, he's got skirmishers, you know, he's got zone cavalry archers, he's got plenty of options.
No, because with the halves, you defend, you don't attack. I mean, at least that you are pushing fast with the siege ramps, but here how you raid. You don't raid, and now ACCM has all the map control. I don't understand, because he has been playing very well with the cav archers, and then the decisions wasn't the best. I think he doesn't know what to do anymore. Now he's doing the stables, but he doesn't have the upgrades as well. Don't even have the +1 armor, and coming with a lot of skirmishes. He's doing now the +1 armor. Even if the score is not too big difference, I really think that ACCM has the 2-0 pretty much done.
I think so too. Right now, this is once again not a position you want to be in, behind in villages and behind in military as well. If you are behind in economy, you should be relying on numbers for military units to try and punish your opponent. And we see a little bit of a raid on the right-hand side from Fish with the cavalry archers, but if he takes all these villagers, ACCM still ahead, man. He's got north of 40 extra villagers still.
Yeah, he has a lot more. He has a lot more villages. He went up with 4 town centers, booming more and more villages than his opponent. You can see how the halves are pretty strong. That's truth. That's really true. But even with the skirmishes inside, you need to wall. Wall, you make a house there in the south, Nova. He's raiding with the skirmishes, and Fish do not notice. Fish, in my opinion, it's right now panic completely, and it's pretty much GG. ACCM is in another level, actually, Nova. Or at least in the first 2 games.
If you are close to 100 or under 100 population 42 minutes into a game like this, I think it's probably time to call it. If he does not, well, ACCM is just going to keep on doing damage over here. I think it's probably... Okay, Fish realizes about the skirmishers over there. And he's got some... What is that? Light cavalry over here, but... Yeah, he's not really paying attention, man. The skirmishers keep on going forward. He's going to keep on taking more villagers.
Yeah, well, those light caps, now he noticed, is quite a lot of skirmishers. The light caps are +4 attack, but now even hussars from ACCM. The biggest problem is that the economy advantage is just insane, Nova.
Yeah, you call it. With Hussar over here, that should be pretty much the end of the game. If Fish did not call it until then, we're gonna see a spam of units coming in very soon. How many stables do we have for ACCM?
How many what?
Stables?
I don't know.
4. Okay, we have 4. So he's probably gonna need a little bit more if he wants to really get the spam going.
Yeah, well, he has 54 farmers, so it's quite easy here to see those happening, and well, more stables. And now Thambrin, okay. Maybe he can do elephants. Well, elephant archers are insane. Anyway, he's not giving up, but he's losing pretty much everything. He has no army anymore. His population is very low right now. And ACCM, with those threat widgets, is guaranteed almost the 2-0. And ACCM, it's getting closer and closer to get the spot into the group stage. Group stage that we are going to check very soon how they are going to be. Remember that today, it's pretty much games that are going to belong to Group B. Yesterday was Group A. Oh, Bombard Cannon down, but the castle is down. And, well, ACCM is closer and closer to get the win. He just need to raid, probably. It's playing very carefully during all the game, ACCM, honestly.
Yeah, and I think he can get away with this against Fish, but as you were saying earlier as well, if he was taking this long to seal the game off or to seal the deal against some of the other players in the tournament, I'm not really sure he would be able to be this low to push, man.
Yeah. Okay. As you can see there in the overlay, the next match is gonna be Jordan versus Dark. Jordan versus Dark. The German player versus the Russian. We have also beautiful interviews with them. And you're gonna love that smile, and you're gonna love this Russian that is 17 years old. He's the new kid, Mr. Nova. He's the new kid. But we will see then later, because 200 population ACCM, 115 Fish. Yeah, well, I mean, he's trying, but the problem is that the longer the games go, the biggest the disadvantage he has.
Yeah, there we go. That's going to be it.
It was over. I mean, honestly, very similar to the first game, not the gameplay, because it was different civilization, different units, different approach, but the strategy he picked was defensive. You don't want to go defensive against ACCM. And the transition to Imperial, seriously, Nova, if he has the market and balance that economy, he could do a lot more. He never did a single upgrade for the Cav Archers. I mean, how do you explain that he's playing Cav Archers the whole game and then you don't upgrade them?
Yeah, I think it once again just comes down to him taking that very questionable trade as soon as he got up, and then he didn't really have too many units to upgrade in that sense. So I don't know, man, but making the switch over there to Halberdier over there, as you were saying, that was going to be only good for defense. That seems like a little bit accepting his own demise in a sense.
Okay. Well, military, as you can see, army height 60, 41, and the economy, check this economy, Nova. I mean, well, with that economy, 16,000 resources more, Nova. 16,000
Yeah, just amazing,
resources more.
And keep in mind as well that a lot of those resources for the same amount of villagers will get you much further because the cheaper villages as well. So it was even a lower investment into economy for ACCM as well, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, at the end it was 150 villages. Anyway, let's go check what is gonna happen in game number 3, amigos. Yeah, we are starting, guys, with game number 3. It is still loading to me. I don't know why it's taking quite a while. You can see here, guys, how it's loading the game. I'm not lying to you, amigos. They are focused because it's 2-0 and it's still loading the game. Okay.
May I try to restart it?
End game of data for me. All right, that sounds good to me. So give me a moment and I will try to restart the epoch. Okay, we keep going.
There we go, man.
Yeah, we keep going. There you go. I'm catching up the game. Sorry for the inconvenience, but you saw, and for that I wanted to show you that there was a small issue. It's gonna catch up because we want to see the live game, and we're gonna see what is gonna happen. Chinese and Berbers, Mr. Nova. Chinese and Berbers. Well, Berbers is a solid one, but China is top 3 civilizations in Arabia.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And don't worry, you haven't really missed anything. I think you are about to catch up right now. I'm 8 minutes and 20 seconds into the game, but you haven't missed anything. Only now, I'm seeing Fish going for 1 barrack, so yeah, the aggression is not going to start just yet. ACCM is going for his own barracks as well, so you're gonna be fine. For Berbers and Chinese, yep, I'm liking Chinese better. You know, if you play it right, you should be a few villages ahead already. That's going to get you a bunch of extra resources until you get to the castle age, which is, you know, the stage at which Berbers are going to start like getting strong into the game because of the discount to cavalry. But I think Chinese are going to be probably much better in basically any other stage of the game, with a very, very open tech tree, a very, very strong economy as well, cheaper upgrades as well, you know. And yeah, what do you think about the matchup?
I mean, China is so competitive. It's true that if they can go for the later game with Hussars, but still they got halberdiers, I think Chinese is better overall, you know. The approach here should be, in my opinion, what Fizz didn't for now, and it should be 1 TC push. Imagine in this map, 1 TC aggression with Berbers. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, that could be pretty good. He needs to survive the fuel age first. ACCM, he's gonna start going for a few scouts over here, and Fish will go for a few scouts himself as well. But I feel like ACCM is doing a much better job with walling, and even though it's going to take a little bit longer, once the walls are up for ACCM, it's gonna be like very hard to really punish him at all. While Fish, on the other hand, he's got much more awkward walls that he's still kind of some ways off from finishing as well. And yeah, I think this could be a good opportunity for ACCM to do some damage early on.
With your permission, I have to say thank you so much for all the supporters, and Mangophile especially, because he has gifted right now, Nova, 36 subscribers, you know? Like 36 subscribers. Thank you so much. That's pretty sick. And in the first 2 days, we are almost in 2,000 subscribers in the channel. So thank you so much, guys. And now, sorry if I missed some support, because Nova and me are full focus in the games. Games that, Nova, one more time, I don't want to be harsh, but when you have got 2 games playing the same strategy, you make this for the 3rd time, and in the first 2 games didn't work, do you really expect that it's gonna work? You have to show some versatility, something different. If not, you're going to die again.
Yeah, and ACCM's more than happy to take this.
Yeah.
Well, he had the chance to go forward with scouts and start putting some pressure. He's gonna choose to go super boomy defensive over here as well, because it's worked in the past, and you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He'll just keep on going for it. So far, it's just been good news for ACCM playing like this.
I mean, how is possible, Nova, that Fish let happen this crazy wall? That's not a China wall. Look at the wall he did on the right side. Like, seriously. Just go men at arms. You go men at arms and your opponent just die.
Yeah,
Man.
absolutely, man. Militias.
I don't get it, man. Seriously. And even more, I mean, against China, how you can compete against China economy, who has already 3 villages ahead? Because of the start, because also 30 seconds IWTC for Fish, 3 villages ahead with all the economy upgrades, China being cheaper, better farmers. It's so complicated, Nova, like this, really.
Well, I don't know, man. I feel like the time window over here for Fish has already kind of passed to do damage early on, obviously. But then if he gets to the Castle Age, I don't think he's going to be getting to the Castle Age faster than ACCM enough to grant any damage. Even if he got faster by like 15 seconds, 20 seconds, which I think is probably too much. He would come forward, and then there is just walls over here. Because ACCM's got the Foragers on the right-hand side and Gold Miners, he should be able to easily protect the right-hand side wall. And then on the left-hand side, he's got Lumberjacks on both woodlines as well. So you just can protect the walls all day. And he can boom behind that, he can play for economy, eventually he can make a transition from economy into military production as well. And then what do you do if you're in Fish's position?
Well, the only good news here is he's having a good economy too, not doing the wheelbarrow. He should be able to make a good transition to Castles. And like I told you, you can go full knights and also mix some camels, because you can go camels as well with China. 1 TC, 3 stables is what I think. 1 TC, like all in. If you go all in, maybe he can do the job, because Berbers in this kind of a strategy is so dangerous. If he's trying to boom, no. You can't compete with China boom. My opinion.
I think that's the way. Yeah, I think that's the way for Fish for sure. Now ACCM should be able to go up to the Castle Age very soon, and Fish will be going later compared to ACCM, so we'll see what we get.
Not too late.
I think ACCM...
Right? Okay. Go.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I think ACCM is just going to be playing for defensive over here. I think it's probably just going to be going for a few units to defend himself, maybe a defensive siege workshop if Fish goes for a forward siege workshop, maybe. A few monks, you know, for ACCM, and then just extra TCs. And try to throw this one out, try to cheap out a little bit the military production and get ahead in economy. The same way that he was able to do last time around as well.
Okay, the time up, we have to say, for both players is very solid. Fish has 1 villager more, but no wheelbarrow. That means ACCM keeps the advantage, both with the double stable. So here, completely different approach than yesterday. Yesterday was huge feudal gameplay. These two players are avoiding the feudal age. They are not going for feudal age. They're still going for the castle age approach. This might work like this, but I'm telling you something. And remember this, Nova and viewers. If ACCM play this kind of a style, don't think in group stage it's gonna work against the beast that he might face in that one.
I do agree.
Don't think so.
Absolutely, man.
Don't think so. It's gonna work. Anyway, now Bloodlines is doing Bloodlines as well. Forging doing well, all the average they can. Please, Fish, go aggro. No extra TCs, please. Go aggressive. I'm praying for that, Nova. So now you take it over.
Yeah.
I'm praying.
I don't know, man. With all the wood that he's got, I'm fearing for the worst over here. I would have liked to see the third stable even come up as soon as possible, and he's just not going for it, man. I feel like it's going to be extra TCs, and it's going to be the same story. Same old, again, for Fish, I think.
I hear you really well, Nova, but if you can increase your microphone, it seems that some people listen to you a little bit too low. I hear you perfect,
okay.
But if you can increase just a little bit, and then we are in the same level. And yeah, he's doing a second tone center, Fish. Doing a second tone center. I want to say thank you so much to the Lord. The Lord Doubt has just hosted the channel. Thank you so much for Doubt to host or raid the channel, whatever he did. And welcome everyone. We are with King of the Desert. Remember that Doubt, the Lord is playing tomorrow in the tournament. I think, if I'm not wrong, is the third matchup. But again, Fish going for the 3 TCs. 3 TCs as well. And they are, obviously, it's different units. That's the thing, because it's different civilizations. But Fish is playing the same, Nova.
Yeah, man. I don't know. By the way, can you hear me better right now? It should be a little bit better.
I was here. For me, you were all the time perfect, you know? So now probably a little bit more perfect. So that's good. Hopefully people can hear you better. Let's go now. And as I said, the same approach as the previous one.
Yeah, man, and ACCM, of course, going to be going for the extra TCs as well. Both players just going for the same. It's worked really well for ACCM. He's not going to change it. Both players are still going for some camels. Fish managed to get a few extra camels out. Of course, he gets them for cheaper. But yeah, the longer the game goes, I feel like it's going to favor ACCM. And I'm not talking about the civilization specifically over here, although I do like Chinese better. However, I'm talking about the player ability. We have seen ACCMs much better able to keep up with what happens in later stages of the game. Like we saw earlier in the previous game, for instance, how Fish struggles to realize about raids on time. He ends up losing a lot of villagers before he can garrison them. ACCM, on the other hand, extremely experienced in late game situations and seems to be a little bit more skilled in that situation as well. So I think it's going to favor the player ACCM the longer the game goes, which is why I find it so surprising that Fish kept on just going for the same, man.
Yeah, well, it's true that going with 3 TCs and both camels should compensate the economy difference, because the Berber's camels are cheaper, so shouldn't be that big difference. But still, China is really, really good, and he's not attacking. Come on, Fish, it's your momentum here, it's your moment, it's the tournament, you are in a main event, you want to make something huge, you need to take some risk. If you play super standard again, a player like ACCM is gonna be a big problem. Well, he's already in a big problem because he's 2-0 behind, Nova.
Yeah, and ACCM is already... He managed to hold on to the lead. Of course, 3 villagers right now, 58 to 55 is not going to represent a huge lead compared to earlier, right? But just the fact that Fish not being able to even catch up, it's so bad. Because this approach that he's going for isn't really working, because he's just playing catch up against ACCM the entire time.
No,
Might have saved a few resources. Yeah?
You see the camels and those monks that he has now Fish there? I smell a castle there from ACCM.
Oh,
Wanna bet?
That'd be pretty interesting.
Look at the amount of villages on the stone. He did the stone mining upgrade right now. And Memstradamus in the house, and telling you, Nova, I smell a castle there from ACCM as soon as he gathered the stone. Let's see if it's gonna happen. Obviously, he need to take some good battle, because right now the military numbers is very similar, and the monks as well. So it depends on that. But if it's happened, I see the castle coming in that one. Look at the outpost he's doing. He's preparing for that. He's preparing that.
Yeah. And you know what? Because nobody can really take a good engagement right now, because the other player having basically the same amount of units, ACCM doesn't even need to go for the castle on top of Fish's hill. He can go for where he placed the outpost here. And that's still the nice gold.
Okay. Let's see. He lost the villager, but he has also converted a couple of camels. He has to be careful for monks. Oh, he converted also a few. Okay. Similar approach, completely similar approach. 500 stone already. So maybe instead of that area, he's gonna go behind the other TC, and I don't know, he's about to have the stone. Hopefully he's gonna make that, and then I will look that I know the game a little, you know? But it's not truth. It's fake, you know? It's completely fake. Anyway, numbers is very close. It's very, very close, but it's still awkward, this kind of gameplay against China, because China... The games, the longer it goes, usually will get even stronger. And now 700 the stone. Is he gonna come? He's coming with the villages, and he's gonna make the castle. Obviously not there because the camels are there, but exactly in the spot he has, or even just behind that forest. No. Okay, a little bit safer, but in top of that hill. But it's starting to get all the ground because Fish is being so passive in Nova.
Man, I definitely would like that castle where the outpost is, so that he could push the villages away from gold. But now he's coming for it. He's going to go for the engagement, guys. We see all the camels over here. Let's see, man, who's going to take this one.
I don't know if he's gonna take it. The numbers say that he's a little bit ahead. He has good numbers here. And now he's getting more and more. Aye. +1. Man, is with +2 Berbers. Is taking the battle now. Well, the castle is there. It's +2 camels. And he's not taking the battle. Explain me that, Nova, because I really don't know how is this even possible. +2 against +1. And he is still getting a worse trade. The hill?
Yeah.
Or what?
I think it was a combination of the heal and the monks as well that he had healing the camels from behind.
Yeah, man, but it's incredible. Then the uppers are useless, or what? This is not Sicilian, right? No, it's China. Okay.
Oh
yeah,
man.
but never raid.
ACCM.
Go, Nova.
Yeah, no, ACCM very soon will have enough resource to go for another castle. Actually, where would you like to see that one?
In the previous spot. Okay, another small pause. I don't know what's happening. But imagine, I mean, just few knights, here and there, trying to raid blue on his base. He has outposts, but red never tried to raid, doing another TC. All the ACCM is the one that is pushing slowly, a little bit, little by little, and he's doing a good job. He's doing what he has to do. Now he's doing even some Chukunus, doing the +2 attack, siege war shop, getting more ground. I really believe that ACCM feels so confident in this situation.
Yeah, and even take a look at the economy. Should be able to go up to the Imperial significantly faster. Given he's the only player with castles, he can potentially go for Trebs, and that basically nullifies the upcoming castle from Fish on the spot that we wanted to see the first castle from ACCM come up, and it basically nullifies also the TCs.
Look at the gathering resources, Nova.
Yeah.
Look at the gathering resources. I mean, population a little bit ahead. Already 20 villages more. 20 villages. ACCM macro with idle TC, Nova. Amazing at the point that we are in the game. Over 32 minutes. Barely 2 minutes idle when you have already 3 TCs constantly is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. And there we go, man. He's going up to the Imperial Age.
It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Well, man, the castle's coming up over here for Fish. He should be able to click up himself as well, but he's going to be completely outproduced for Trebs in the Imperial Age, so that castle's crumbling for sure in the next 5 minutes. Then ACCM, by getting up faster, is going to have a head start to Heavy Camel Rider. Is going to have a head start to Bloodlines, you know, and to Blast Furnace. And then he can also go for Plate Bard in Armor, but he doesn't even... Okay, there we go. He's going for Chain Bard in Armor right now, sorry.
Okay. I mean, he's having now the +2, as you mentioned. No problem, Nova, don't worry. 100 villages, 114, 15 population difference in villages. It's not that big. It's okay. He's on the way to Imperial. It's 45 seconds. But still, you need to raid. And if you check the minimap, he's doing outposts all over. I mean, you watch this map and you think that you are against the MBL. He has 2 castles. And how you kill if you cannot raid your opponent at all? Okay, he's going now to attack. Is it now quite a lot of camels? No! It's fake attack. And now the camels are going through the left area. Fish can see or not. So much respect from the players, man. Not taking any risk. And playing super, super conservative.
Man, I think, well, it seems pretty clear ACCM is very likely to take this one. But I will say, Fish... just getting to the stage of the tournament has had, yeah, you know, he's gotten to get past very, very strong players. And I'm going to be keeping an eye out on him for sure, because I'm very curious how it's going to evolve for this player in the next few tournaments. I'm pretty sure he's going to be taking this as a very valuable learning experience in any case.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Probably he will. But look at the score difference. Whoa! ACCM, mini 35, almost 200 population. Almost 200 population now with Plate Bard in Armor, with Heavy Camel, Handcart. Yes, doing absolutely everything. He needs to dominate.
Man, Fish is going for the second castle right next to the first one. I do not know if I like that location at all. ACCM's gonna have trebuchets already coming out.
Well, it's a romantic castle, man. It's a really, really romantic castle. And as you can see, it's, it's all together, which is not ideal. He got already the +4, not yet. He's gonna take that TC. Okay. He's not taking the battle. He's gonna make the upgrades as well. Is this... Oh, kill the monks. but kill the monks. I mean, Red got good amount of army there and some hill advantage, but how you fight in that position, I don't know. He got quite a lot of camels. Who is gonna take this battle? I believe should be, I don't know.
It seems like it's gonna be Fish. He's got a little bit more units and HP over here, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
He's cleaning, man. He's cleaning. Look at Fish. It's cleaning there. He need to go back, and there he got. Now he need to go back because he has the heavy camels. Remember that the steel, and we didn't mention an oath. Cheaper camels from Berbers, and if you go in that battle with against Berbers, it should be risky for sure. The score is still ahead, but the population is getting closer. He might not. After all this, he win the game. He will tell, "Shut up, casters, because I won the game." I won the game. You noobs, plebs. All right.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah, could be.
He's got 3 trebuchets already out, so he should be able to take some of the castles from ACCM down, but I feel like ACCM over there was a little bit impatient. Kind of reminds me of the cavalry archer, engagement that Fish took in the previous game before waiting for the upgrades. ACCM over there really didn't have a need to go for the engagement, and he had the upgrades on the way still.
Yeah, and now he put himself in a okay position. He has 200 pop, but Fish as well. Almost 200 pop too. Still map control belongs to ACCM, and like you can see, he's also adding Chukunus. When you do all the upgrades with those Chukunus, and he's doing ballistic, +2, Thambrin, how you gonna be able to do anything there? It's so complicated, Nova.
You won't really, and ACCM's doing a great job also securing the rest of the map. You can see he's got a castle on the right hand side, and now he's going for an extra castle on the left hand side, so Fish won't even be able to get to ACCM's half of the map.
Okay, let's see what is gonna happen. Castle on the left, castle on the right, and if he's losing this castle,
He was going for Elite Chukanu. Oh yeah, I think he cancelled it on accident, now he's going for it again. Oh, that's so good.
Okay, well, it's still hitting. What's up? What I miss? Oh, he denied the castle on the left
side.
Yeah, he denied that castle. Okay, 200 population. Well, not 200 because he's missing houses. He's still with a lot of farming. You can see. Imagine if he played aggressive with the 1 TC pushing the start, Nova. You can really do a lot of army with 1 TC, go aggressive, and then try to record the economy later. He got the kill advantage. Here, this position is good for Fish. And he's now doing Cavaliers. He's gonna be able to, you don't want to fight there. I mean, you got the hill where you take the battle, but maybe he's gonna be able, I don't know, he got those trebuchets. This battle is gonna be complicated. Let's zoom in a little bit. It's hard to say who is winning because there's so many units for both, but now it seems that ACCM is doing the job. Oh, yeah. Those trebuchets, but ACCM has more army. Those trebuchets are killing those Chukunus. No, he's still getting the advantage. He's doing well with those trebuchets, but little by little, ACCM with a superior economy and the Chukunus, Nova is taking the game.
The Chukunus are absolutely huge, man. The hill over there allowed Fish to hold on, but now he cannot really keep on reinforcing his army quite as good, I think. Actually, you know what? He's got close to 40. Oh man, 40 camels killed for Fish. Meanwhile, only 3 for ACCM. Wow. Wait a moment, though. Hold on over there. What's going on here?
Yeah, but in how many stables? Because if you got a lot more stables, you could do then much faster. 6 stables. Imagine if you got 10 stables. You know? Like
yeah,
he has
for sure.
So many.
He's got the wood.
Exactly. So many in the queue. Look at the queue, and he can't really produce them. He got so many, but he's sending all to death.
Oh. And he calls him in.
You know, it's GG. It's GG. Yeah, it's experience for sure. He has done a good tournament for sure. He has been in the main event. It's the first time for him. ACCM has been there many times, and obviously he was the favorite to be there. And Fish, thank you for participating in the tournament. You know another face in Age of Empires, and well, you see how ACCM, the favorite, is there. And now we are going to check the statistics and jump into the interview, and then the next series, it's going to be the one that you see here, amigos. Mr. Jordan versus Dark. Mr. Jordan versus Dark. Military, similar to the KLD, but economy, that's the difference. The macroeconomy, 6,000 resources more, Nova, when you are doing the same units, exactly the same units, well, the better economy wins.
Absolutely. For technology, also, ACCM managed to go up both to the Castle and Imperial Ages faster. The Castle Age did not make much of a difference, but the Imperial Age was crucial as well because he was able to start putting pressure from the get-go.
Okay, well, guys, let's see. Let's see what is going to be the next series. But now, very soon, we're going to talk with ACCM. Get the call, and Mr. ACCM, congratulations.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Ma'am Nova and Radine. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Nova, whatever you want.
All right. So yeah, ACCM, I think, first off, congratulations, of course. That was a really strong performance, a flawless series. 3-0 is remarkable, of course. But the first question that I have is, how much of your gameplay style over here was decided by Fish's gameplay? Were you familiar? That's what we were talking about with Mem. Were you familiar with Fish's gameplay style, and you decided to go for this kind of more defensive, more laid back, more full economy into military in the late game kind of approach? Or is this something that you were planning to go for regardless of your opponent?
Yeah, I think the goals my strat is depend on the civilization. I think my grab will be better, so I decided to go the strat is good for my ships. I try to play set, and I think my ship is better.
All your civilizations were better. You
Yeah.
dominated with the
Yeah.
draft, ACCM.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you happy? I mean, happy. It's what you expect. Like, I have to secure the group stage because this round, single elimination, you can be out, and it's a big difference to be in the group stage or not.
Yeah, I think I play seriously. I put a lot of preparation with my partners, and I think it's really best when I cannot advance to the group stage. That's why I'm trying to play a bit setting.
A
Hopefully
bit
in
safe.
the next round, safe, yeah. Hopefully in the next round I'm gonna play more aggressive, so you guys can enjoy a lot. Thank you.
Don't worry, ACCM. I mean, if you want to win, use the strategy you think is the best to win. You know,
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
problem. It's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, and also probably Nova will like this one as well. Do you want to face someone or someone that you don't want to play in the group stage?
I think I can find everyone. I don't want to find my training partners, to be honest,
Okay.
because they don't know my strategy, so they
Ah,
can counter me. A bit scary.
you practice together, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, Nova, go on.
Oh yeah, no. That does make sense. And yeah, I do like to hear that we are going to see probably some more aggressive gameplay in the future for sure, because I know you're more than capable to do it, and I'm very
Yeah.
much looking forward to that for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
ACCM,
for sure.
thank you for coming. Congratulations, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Yeah. Hopefully the tournament is a blast, guys. I will enjoy it forever. Thank you, man.
We love you, ACCM. We love you. Take care, man, and
Yeah.
I'll see you in the group stage. Okay. Bye for now.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
mate.
Bye.
Congrats.
Bye.